Hi, my name's Sonia Simon. Thank you for coming to the seminar. I am from Purdue Global University. I'm in class 306. This is for clinical 5A. The seminar title is How CLAS Standards Can Be Incorporated in a School of Nursing Program. Social and cultural factors that affect nursing students. As a nursing instructor, you must adapt classroom information to the students' religion, spirituality, language, and dialect, their geographic location, race, ethnicity, biologic, sociology, this economical status, highest level of education, and learning disabilities. Provide a cultural competent education to the students. You're gonna restore, basically you're gonna get your information from like books and media, peer-to-peer. Sample where you can get the resources is college books, internets, student support groups, utilizing printed material in the classroom, sharing the links of the website, small discussion groups, how the teacher students effectiveness is the resources stated above, and evaluate students frequently by like tests, quizzes, open discussion to know how your students understand the material. Promote achieve of education for diverse population. Develop policies and procedures. Apply practical education with resources such as multimedia for other languages and sign language. Explain the material in their own language. Have printed material in their own language, bilingual peer assistance, combination method of education. Advocate all students will receive the same quality of education. Have appropriate training staff to assist all students in the following: the initial contact to a scheduled meeting with an advisor, preparing a proper material for the initial meeting, what to bring, enter the school and navigate to appropriate office like the advisory office, assist with registration procedure, follow through with post-registration needs and financial. Use student assistant for any needs for disability that may require education assistance or tutoring. Follow through with making sure students is receiving all of the academic aid. Follow up with phone calls or letters to assure students is ready for the class, and obtain student survey feedback to assess the quality and easiness of the student services. How would you teach cultural diversity students? By respecting their cultural boundaries, by using pre-assessment tools to evaluate the cultural beliefs, assess if the student needs any individualized assistance, treat everyone as an equal. Which courses of the curriculum would increase the cultural sensitivity in the students? The humanity course, ethnics courses, cultural awareness courses, introduction of sociology courses, 2 semesters of a required language, and introduction of a leadership course. What method of teaching strategies would be used? Cultural awareness, knowing the students' strengths and weaknesses, coaching, showing videos, knowing different cultural are in the classroom and getting the material that will support that cultural. What type of assignments would be incorporated, and what courses would these be inserted? Have the students interview a patient and family member of different cultures while at clinicals. The cultural fair for public, each student will have, or I should say each group of students will demonstrate different cultures, which would explain the cultural values and beliefs, including their customs, foods, clothing, and other aspects of the culture. Having the student present a teaching project comparing and contrasting from their culture with another culture while they're in the classroom. Having a debate session in the classroom with pros and cons side on fitting cultural diversity in your practice. How would a student do a cultural assessment? The student would have to find out what is the patient's primary language, ask the patient if they have any cultural beliefs that would interfere with their care, ask the patient if they have any spiritual formalities that the hospital or staff needs to be aware, like blood products and Jehovah's Witness, diet, like I'm thinking sometimes the Jewish people have certain diet that they do not eat any pork, any prayer, like Catholics like to go to mass almost every day, certain Catholics. If the patient feels that they need to talk to a social service for any financial needs, how do they learn the best? Reading, demonstration, listening, combination. How would you incorporate cultural competency into the nursing clinicals? I would assign a student to a particular patient and ask the student to present a report in post-conference what the different types of care they provided in the patient. Basically how they spoke in different languages, how they communicated, what their culture is, and how that was conducted with their care, and if all of their cultural beliefs and were met during the care, different religion beliefs. Students should include the type of cultural awareness that they would have to include while taking care of the patient is the cultural beliefs, the values, and the type of race. Sometimes certain races have certain beliefs. How the hospital policies and procedures had to adapt to that patient's cultural beliefs, values. How would you incorporate the topic of healthcare literacy in each course and clinicals? By teaching the student to become a patient educator, by teaching the student how to be an advocate to the patient, by teaching the student the importance of the teach-back method. Then you can see if the patient understands what you are teaching the patient. By teaching the student how to improve on their communication between the patient, staff, and doctors. How would you assess cultural skills? Know your students' cultural values and beliefs. Know the student's primary language. Instructors need to be aware of self-cultural beliefs with no bias. Instructors need to know about cross-cultural communication, particularly in body language. Instructors must be aware of the student's behavior and how they respond towards their culture. What learning strategies would be employed? Critical thinking, problem solving, brainstorming, visual presentation like PowerPoints, posters, concept map, classroom discussions, scenarios, discussion board. What clinical teaching strategies would you use, like case scenarios, role playing, video? We would definitely use role playing, videos, scenarios, simulation labs, demonstration, e-learning, and presentation. Here are my references. Thank you so much for coming to the seminar. If you have any questions, please, see me after the seminar, or you can contact me through email. Have a great day.